let's see where we're at here. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Come on, where? There we go. Forever young. Download. What's up, Frank? Download. Why won't you release the Epstein files? I don't fucking have them, homie. I don't fucking have them. You're talking to the wrong brother. Live. Where to go? On, save. Boom. Change this. So that says that. What's up? My blood pressure. I'm just kidding, I don't know. My waistline. How did that not take? Give me 1 second, guys. Download. Okay, there, click, change to downloaded item, save changes, your mother. All right, that's good. Over here, we need to go like this. We need to go like this. What's going on? Just knocking out a couple of things before I focus on the live. Just okay. Content, filter by visibility, private, apply. There's one there. Shorts, filter, visibility, private, apply. And there's a buttload there. Minimize so I don't get blinded, and then we wait 17 minutes. So you do all your video editing and uploading on the computer? No. No, I create videos on TikTok on my phone or my tablet. Okay. Those videos are created, subtitled, and edited on TikTok, and then they're uploaded to private on TikTok. And when doing so, they download to my phone or tablet, and then I upload them to YouTube in private. And then once they're in private in YouTube, then I put the thumbnails. My wife puts the thumbnails in the descriptions, put them in playlists, tag products, things like that, and then I schedule them out. This is my scheduling format here. I have these little squares, and you can see here, it says here 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:32, 2:33, 3:34, 4:35, 5:36, 6:37. That's every day. You can see every square represents a different day, and then I schedule that out. That's how many videos I schedule out during the day. At 9 in the morning, I will release 10 shorts. Today I'm going to release a few extra because I have a few extra. and then the video gets scheduled. So yesterday I made videos on TikTok. I made enough to cover today and tomorrow. They're all scheduled. I don't have to make videos today. Tomorrow I'll make videos. I'm scheduled tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll make videos, and then those will cover Friday and Saturday. And then I'm back on the clock Saturday. A shield for men has made response for you. What the fuck does that even mean? Good day from North Europe, Finland. Hello. Is there a problem with 10 shorts? Hi from Central England. Hello. Am I alive now? What do you think? It's just a lot. Yesterday, so here, what I do is when I sit down to make videos, I have this little system where I keep hashtags. So yesterday I made 30 long form videos to cover 2 days. There's 15 videos a day. And then I also made 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31, no. Sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41 shorts. And I release 10 a day. So at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that gives me the next 4 days worth of shorts. So yesterday I made 71 videos between 8:30 a.m. and 3:30. And then I schedule all those out. So I get to work every other day. I work every other day for about 8-9 hours, and that gives me 2 days worth of content. Oh, I'm sorry. Come here. My cat is just curled up underneath the desk, laying on my feet. Dang, we got another live. I mean, you don't have to be here if you don't want it. Love that you're just smoking on camera. YouTube allows that for now. And you only make a video on the same day during a major event like Charlie Kirk's death? Yeah, I'm not a breaking news guy. I don't do that. That's Aaron Parnas. That's V. I might give you the news. I give you my opinion on the news, and it might be a day after, it might be 2 days after. If I happen to be making videos, like if I'm making videos tomorrow and something huge breaks, I might make a video about it that day and get it up on YouTube right away. But otherwise, I give you my opinion on videos or on news, so forth and so on. I'm not the breaking news guy. Have I ever made my own beer or wine? No. You're speaking down to me from the rapture world. Congratulations. I must have missed the boat, thankfully. I'm a year older than you. I was ALF before Occupy excluded me for, I don't even know what the fuck that means. Yes, what, bless you. What happened in Dallas this morning? I heard that there was an incident at a Dallas ICE detention facility this morning. What happened? Anybody know? Anybody got the deets? Smoking is good for your health. What I'm smoking is. Isn't the rapture world just heaven? One would think. Oh, no problem, Michael. Sorry, my bad. Sniper hit 3, allegedly. Jesus Christ. Stop smoking, boomer. Blow me, Michael. I'm not a boomer, and I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. They're all detainees. Well, Gilmore, we can, or Gimminerver, we could all disagree on things. Yeah, that was the point of the comment. Gimminerver is you remove religion and the world becomes a better place. Remove pseudoscience and the world would be better. Remove religion and we might be able to remove some pseudoscience. See, that's the point. The victims are unknown. Do you smoke pure mixed with tobacco? No, I never smoke mixed with tobacco. I don't think I've seen a video of yours yet that I don't agree with. That's frightening as fuck. Guys, if you could please tap the fuck out of the screen to blow up the likes. That'll push the live into more people's For You pages here on YouTube. Help grow the audience. Also, there's an arrow down here. If you could share to your Facebook, your Twitter, send it on a text message to somebody, let them know that I'm live, that you want to see in here. Also, I do have a membership level here on YouTube. It's just for financial support. If anybody wants to throw in a couple of bucks a month to help continue to do the work that I do, you can sign up to be a member. I think it's $5 or less a month over there. Yeah, there you go. Florida has what? Question mark. Floridians would be my guess. Florida is America's incubator of butt sweat and theme parks. It's like somebody paved over a swamp and put up a Dollar General in a trailer park. What do you think has made people's politics worse? 24 hours news cycle or social media? Social media. How you doing with the $1 donation thing? Like $300 so far. Also, don't forget, if you go to my YouTube page, you'll see my homepage. You'll see shirts, but there's also should be a link somewhere in there to take you to my website. I have a store. Have the day you voted for. These bumper stickers are available. This is also available in a T-shirt, in a hoodie, and in a coffee mug. I also have FDT T-shirts, atheist T-shirts, cannabis T-shirts. Just some regular old funny T-shirts. My Christmas merch will be coming out soon. Do you play any retro video games? I don't play any video games. Social media gave a platform for nut jobs to congratulate each other. Yes, Have the Day You Voted For is my best-selling T-shirt by far. It did give license to nut jobs to come out of the woodwork. Sebastian Maniscalco really nailed it when he said, 25, 30 years ago, these people were in a basement and you didn't know who they were or what they were doing. Now they get on the internet and they're in their basement, like, on their internet, searching up, I like to dress as a baby. And next thing you know, there's 75 people dressed like a baby down at the Hilton. If you could give up one thing in your life, what would it be and why? I would choose to give up my overactive bladder / enlarged prostate because I piss like a fucking racehorse all day. Are you gay? Nope, heterosexual. People don't understand jokes anymore. I am one of those people, especially if it's in the written form. I misinterpret those things left and right. Removing pseudoscience would remove religion, but also pretty much all conspiracies. Fair enough. Like, are you on Spyro? I don't even know what the fuck Spyro is. What are my thoughts on Israel? I think they need to stop doing their bullshit. Have an awesome Wednesday. Thank you. thought you were on vacation. And I was on vacation 2.5 weeks ago, man. We've been back a couple of weeks now. What state do I live in? I live in Illinois, more specifically in the suburbs of Chicago, more specifically in the far southwest suburbs of Chicago, in a small town called Shanahan, just outside Joliet. Have you joined Red Note yet? Nope, but I'm not going to. He has a wife. What do you mean? Huh? Are you more liberal or conservative? I'm more liberal. So I am. So here are my bullet point positions. Abortion, I am pro-choice 100% across the board. It's not my body. It's not my choice. Gay marriage, I don't give a fuck. As long as they're a consenting adults, I don't give a fuck if 12 of you get married and get into bed together. It doesn't fucking matter to me. Guns, we all have a right to protect ourselves. It's guaranteed in the Constitution. It's going to take the cops a couple of minutes to get to my house. So yes, I have guns. You want to carry a gun? I have absolutely no fucking problem if you carry a gun. Just don't carry it in places that people don't want them carried. Universal health care is an absolute fucking must. I am pro death penalty. I think that we should expand public education 2 years beyond 12th grade, and we should pay for people to be able to either go to a 2-year community college to get an associate's degree or to 2 years worth of trade school. I think that first strikes on a foreign nation are critical. There are some of my bullet points. Are you watching sports? It's fricked. The fuck? How many states have you visited? 39. You get your football pick yet? And how'd you do last week? No, I got to do my football pick today. Thank you for reminding me of that. I got to do my football picks today. I don't have a Daniel Jones jersey. What kind of music do I like? This person says abortion isn't your choice, neither is hers. It's supposed to be about the baby being conceived. And when the baby is born, then the baby has rights. So saith the state of Texas. Where did I get the D'Angelico? Popped up in a local music shop back in 2020, and my wife bought it for me for Christmas. Good morning back at you, 52. Yeah, I don't understand what language that is, so I'm not going to be able to read it. You skipped my question, coward. Well, there's 182 people trying to get questions in here, sweet pea. So now that you whined about it, why don't you go ahead and fucking ask it again, pumpkin? Everybody be quiet. We have to wait for Eric Price to ask his question. Shh, shh, shh. Come on, Eric. Funny, I didn't pick to go to your live. You picked to come to my live, but go ahead. Shh, everybody, shh. We gotta wait for Eric to formulate a fucking thought here. Well, we're waiting, Eric. Everybody hum together. Do 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 boom boom. Eric, are you there, Puddin'? You ignored my question, coward, and then he doesn't repeat the question once he has the floor. I mean, dude, the fucking spotlight's on you, Sweet Pea. It's all you. Can somebody scroll back and find out what the fuck Eric asked that got him so goddamn uptight that nobody answered it? Oh, he's gone. That's a shame. That's a goddamn shame. Let's see what he had to say here. You skipped my question. There it is. So let's go back. Let's go back. We're going back. Yep, don't see anything. That's what I thought. You couldn't scroll far enough. Exactly. Now I know. Now I know why tigers eat their young. You know what I'm saying? Oof, it's the worst looking head I ever saw. Bet you get a free bowl of soup with a head like that. What is the vaguest report? Are you comfortable, man? My cat is keeping my feet warm by covering them up here. Well, I've made about 30,000 pieces of content in regard to your abortion argument. No. I said when you said it, 9 o'clock, you're going to have to wait, that a baby gets rights when they're born. So argued the state of Texas in court. Sorry, I got to do my 9 a.m. releases. You're going to have to fucking wait now. I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention. Okay, so we're going to release this one guy for sure. Publish. Now, I have some extras. What am I sitting on here? So I can do 17 if I want. Okay, hang on here. I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay. Okay. One. All right, now give me 1 minute. Oh, Eric's back? Hang on a minute. Just... You guys have been doing a fucking killer job of watching the videos, I can tell you that much. So far for 2025, this channel has received 176.4 million views. These videos have been watched 3.7 million watch hours, and we have added 243.3 thousand subscribers this year. Phenomenal. Where are we at here? Ethiopians people is here. This dude is my favorite transgender streamer. I think that you must have the wrong guy. You subbed this year, right on. All from your bedroom. From my home office, but yes, a room that was once a bedroom. As the unofficial spokesperson of Frito Lay Doritos, we'll be sending you a coupon. Awesome. Can you tell us about the guitar? It's a D'Angelico semi-hollow body with the red, white, and blue Grateful Dead paint job and Grateful Dead 13-point bolt. It was designed in collaboration with the band. They don't make them anymore, but you can still find them on Google for sale. This one popped up in our local music store in September of 2020. We know the guy who owns the store. He called me, asked me if I wanted to buy it before he put it out for sale. I said I'd love to have it, but I don't know how to play, and that belongs in the hands of somebody that knows how to play. So I turned him down. Then he called my wife and said, hey, are we sure? And she bought it behind my back and gave it to me for Christmas that year. That's where it's been hanging ever since, December 25th, 2020. Whatever. Love the guitar. Yes, the guitar is, and it's a real guitar. It's a full fucking. I used to have this acoustic guitar. See the neck sticking up back here? It's on a floor stand. I used to have that hanging there, and then she gave me that, and she also gave me that Serograph of Jerry Garcia up there. Only 5,000 made. She gave me this picture of the Grateful Dead. She gave me this picture of the Eagles, this picture of Eddie Van Halen, this picture of AC/DC, Johnny Mellencamp over there. She's a phenomenal gift giver. Phenomenal. I don't have a favorite Dead song. I don't have a favorite Dead album. I don't know how to explain it for people that don't necessarily get into the Dead, and there are people that get into the Dead way more than I do, obviously. I can't really explain it too well for people that don't get into the Dead, but the best way that I can describe it is that people within the Deadhead community, within the tribe of the Deadheads, they don't tend to identify with a song so much as identifying with a version of a song. So people within the Deadhead community will say, for example, Sugar Magnolia is one of the most popular songs ever, right? Yes, it does have a case. Sugar Magnolia is one of the most popular Grateful Dead songs ever. I believe it's the song that they've played the most live. People won't typically say, Sugar Magnolia is my favorite song. They will talk about Sugar Mag from this show, this date is my favorite. My favorite Sugar Mag is from April 19th of '87 at Alpine Valley, and I'm not sure. I'm just throwing some dates and places. They identify with a version of a song rather than a song, and so you have to keep in mind that a significant portion of the Grateful Dead world revolves around live music. The recordings are cool, but the live music is what really makes the difference within the Deadhead community. And so they'll talk about a specific show and a specific oh man, they went off for 9.5 minutes on that version of Sugar Mag, right? Just as an example. It's just different, and you have to understand the Grateful Dead wasn't a band that ever went on tour in support of an album, right? Metallica made and Justice for All, and then they went out and they did the Damage Justice tour to support and promote that album. That's not what the Dead did. The Dead had a summer tour, they had a fucking fall tour, they had a winter tour. It was just constant touring, not necessarily in support of a given album. It's a whole different way of talking about and experiencing the music. the music becomes part of the lingo, right? You know, I need a miracle. Well, that became, I need 2 tickets. I need a ticket into the show. I need, something. I need a miracle today. The Shakedown Street, the song became the area where you buy your shit. It's all intermingled. It's all interwoven. It's all inter. Here's what deadheads do. They name their animals after songs and people within the songs. This is Franklin. Franklin is named after the Grateful Dead song Franklin's Tower. He's one of 5 cats that we have, all of whom have musical names. The only one with the Grateful Dead name, but this is Franklin. This is my boy. This is, that's what deadheads do. You're going to meet somebody that has a dog named Althea or something of that nature. But this is our second oldest cat, and he's mine. And when I do videos, when you see me sitting at my desk, go ahead, buddy, doing videos, there is a good chance, yep, he's underneath my desk sitting on my feet. So when I'm here going, yeah, motherfuckers, and son of a bitch, I'm making videos, there's a fucking orange cat on my feet. Now you'll look at my videos differently. Franklin probably is slightly baked in some way, shape, or form because he hangs out in here where the smoking gets done. So there has to be some level of that, would be my guess. You kind of just had to live it. Exactly. It is not, the Deadheads are not a fan base like any other fan base. The experience is not an experience like anything else you've ever had. And I don't give a shit if you followed Fish or if you spent your summers following the Dave Matthews Band. It doesn't matter. It's a different, entirely different universe. It's just different. Does he plant ice and harvest wind? Yes. Are the bells going to take you home there, Frank? Yeah, that's right. Clean yourself good, buddy. He hangs out down there. He's all right. We have, like I said, we have 5 cats. We have Freddie Mercury, Franklin's Tower, Sgt. Pepper, Ozzy Osbourne, and Eddie Van Halen. So they are Fred, Frank, Pepper, Ozzy, and Eddie. The plant ice line is from the song Franklin's Tower. The Cherry Garcia ice cream, I never got into because I don't dig on cherry. There used to be a flavor. Ben and Jerry's had a flavor years, and I mean years ago, called Wavy Gravy. And if you guys don't know who Wavy Gravy is, Wavy Gravy was one of the merry pranksters that helped out at Woodstock, part of the hog farm. If you guys don't know the gentleman Wavy Gravy, do a deep dive on Wavy Gravy. He's a very unique individual. And for a brief period of time, Ben and Jerry's had an ice cream called Wavy Gravy, and it was fucking awesome. Wavy Gravy, fun fact, is one of the sect of people from the hog farm that was responsible for introducing hippies to the world of granola when they were handing out free breakfasts at Woodstock. That's they're part of the reason why granola got introduced to the world of the hippies. The Rapture worked here in Denmark. I'm all alone. Damn. Dude, you got the whole place to yourself? Okay, I have no idea who this fucking person is that keeps writing in another language, so we're just going to go ahead and hide this user. Ganja goo balls. I'm just going to say this. If for whatever reason your spherical objects are gooey, I would start with a shower. That's basic, rudimentary. See if you can't get it clean. Get all up in there. You know what I'm saying? See if you can get all that goo off. You might have to wash, rinse, repeat a couple of times. After that, after you've cleaned yourself thoroughly, if you still come out and your spherical objects are still gooey, at that point in time, it's probably time to talk to a doctor. It's probably time to seek medical attention, because if they're just oozing goo, then okay. So here's the thing: your wood isn't supposed to bleed tree sap. You know what I mean? There's something wrong there. My guess, and I'm just going on, I'm not a medical professional, but my guess is it's probably got something to do with a lack of hygiene. Just start there. Yeah, jot those notes down. And here's a trick, and I'm gonna just listen. It's not necessarily a life hack, but it's a bit of advice, right? If you get in there and you get all clean, right, and you get all that goo off of your spherical objects, then we know it was about hygiene, and you might want to exercise that particular routine of washing yourself every day. Set a 24-hour cycle. Listen, every day at 6 p.m., I'm going to wash myself. Every day at 8 a.m., I'm going to wash myself. Whatever it is, but every day, okay? Every day. Just try and keep clean. And to the women in the room, please understand that keeping spherical objects clean is next to impossible on the long run. It's gonna get gnarly throughout the course of the day, which is why you got to clean every day. To that gentleman, you sense that John Lennon is in my room. Okay. How the fuck am I the guy over here hitting the weed and somebody else is having a hallucination? Swab your folds. Now there's a bit of life advice. Swab your folds. Listen, it is perfectly acceptable to take your loofah and just work the boys. Just you want that clean, okay? But once again, ladies, it's not going to stay clean. It's just not. Okay, I could boil them some bitches in water for an hour. And by the time I walk from the bathroom to the bedroom, them boys are going to hit the inside of my thigh 19 more times and be back on 10. You know what I'm saying? It happens. No, don't sit in the tub. Don't sit in a fucking pool of your own goo. My weed is better than yours, says Alex. It might be, and if so, god damn it. Congratulations, man, because I got to tell you something. Mine's pretty fucking good. So, if you got it better, aces, brother. What's your current status in life? Wait, elaborate. Status of what? Shower before taking a bath so that you're clean when you get into the water? Fair enough. Fixing breakfast and enjoying a nice hot cup of coffee. It's going to be a good day. This is this person. Um, You think your weed is stronger than mine because it's medical? That's extraordinarily possible. You need to smile more. My teeth are fucked up. I didn't have. We were poor. I have crooked teeth from my childhood. No braces, no dental care, so I don't smile. Uh, Weed is prescribed by Yahweh in the Old Testament. How you view things generally, if you're doing well or you aren't doing fine with the current status of things. Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag, I would say. There is no one size fits all answer for me in regard to that, or us in regard to that, because we're not personally, we're doing well. Knock on wood right now, but we're not doing well as a nation. So you we have a daughter and two granddaughters that live in a red state, so they don't have control over their own medical privacy. That bothers us. So are we doing well? Personally speaking, we are doing okay in the moment, but we are not doing okay as a country, and we're part of the country. You smoked weed with my God, and he let me and let me tell you, he's pissed. Yeah, I don't have a God. I'm an atheist. You're terrified for your young daughter. Oh, sorry, Bruce. What is my live stream for? I was killing time this morning. When's the next rapture? Probably the next time my wife and I both have clean genitalia at the same time. Who has the right to use what? Okay, I'm completely fucking lost with these goddamn conversations. You know who's not doing well right now? Our veterans. VA has a serious staffing problem right now, among many other agencies, yes. I can't say that I'm necessarily into or against the band Tool. I don't know. Like I said, my music kind of stopped mid late 90s. It just came to a screeching halt, and I never really did get into much new music beyond that. What is a man? I'm a man. What the fuck is it that you guys are looking for? What is it this? What is it that? Who are my favorite three bassists? Obviously, Harris from Iron Maiden, right off the top. I'm going to go Cliff Burton in there as a phenomenal bassist. And then, oof. So Harris is lightning fast, and Cliff is just a whole nother character. A whole. I think that there's something to be said for somebody that just sits in the background and lays down what needs to be laid down to accompany a badass fucking jam. And so I'm gonna say Dusty from ZZ Top. I don't have gender confusion. Have I been watching Alien Earth? We don't watch TV anymore. Farmers should be able to grow whatever they want. For the most part, yeah. I mean, if there are environmental issues, we need to talk about it. Did I sabotage an escalator? No, they actually found out what caused the escalator to stop. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet this morning, but Trump and his people are throwing a fucking fit because the escalator that he was riding on at the United Nations stopped with him and Melania on it. Now, it stopped after it went like a foot. And then Les Claypool is good, but a whole different kind of base. Anyway, Donnie's been losing his shit over this fucking escalator. Turns out Trump's videographer, who was riding the escalator in front of Trump backwards to get the shots of him coming up the escalator, is what triggered an automatic shutdown of that system. That turns out that's what happened. And I like how he said, like, it didn't even like start to go up, right? It went a foot and then stopped. And he goes, yeah, the thing stopped right in the middle. If the first lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fell. No, you guys were fucking one step off the ground. He's a fucking clown, man. An absolute fucking clown. Which people in your life would you consider most healthy? I have no idea. I don't think about it. It doesn't matter to me. People are living their lives. You know what I mean? The escalator also has BS and lying software. Good morning, random things. Please don't spam the chat, or the mods are gonna mute you. You know what I mean? Which is what random is gonna experience here real fucking quick. Yeah, it just gave him a reason to complain. That's all. Is Kamala throwing Biden under the bus in her new book? It sounds like it to a degree. She I think that book is it's not going to win her any favors within the Democratic Party moving forward, but there's some truth to the things that she's talking about in there, specifically to picking the vice president. That Pete Buttigieg was her number one choice. Excellent, love to hear that. She probably should have picked Pete Buttigieg, but she thought that Pete Buttigieg, being a gay man on a ticket with a black woman, was too much for the country to handle. Yeah, she's probably right. She probably should have rolled the dice and tried it anyway, but she's probably right. She was looking for a little stability to balance out the ticket. People do that frequently. That's how Joe Biden got to be vice president to Barack Obama. Barack Obama was looking for a little stability, and he was looking for somebody that had an excellent relationship with Congress and knew how to go up to the Hill and get bills pushed through. She should have rolled the dice, and she probably still would have been right. But this book is not going to win her any favors, is my point. Is your TikTok issue resolved? You talking about with my main account? No. It's probably never coming back. Starting over with the backup. I agree with pretty much almost everything you have on this channel, but of course there are a few things. I might as well put something here because I'm here. Okay? Keep doing what you do. Love your videos. Thank you very much. I'm going to be getting out of here in just a couple of minutes here. Do I like bowling? It's all right. Our son bowls. He's been bowling for 4 years now. My wife bowled in high school. It's all right. That's not how you spell Lennon in John Lennon, and I have John Lennon up there in a picture with the whole Beatles, all of them. Ten pin. Thought you were going to be on longer. Nah, I got adult shit to do. I should do another going out to buy a donut video at some point in time. You'll have some videos coming to you whenever I get done editing them from our trip into the city on Friday. We're going down to see Cubs Cardinals at Wrigley on Friday, so I'll take some video down there. You guys will see it in the days after that. No, I did my live feed last night, Julie. Tuesday nights. I did it last night. I was on from 7 to almost 8:30 last night. What happened to your TikTok? My main TikTok account with 1.5 million followers got banned. So I'm working on my backup now, and we're up to about 76,000. But I don't put any real political content over there anymore because I'm not trying to get another ban, and I can't really censor myself very well over there. So I put the non-political stuff there, and all the political stuff comes here. Fixing that problem. Thank you, Alan. I have no idea who JD Vance will pick, if he's even the nominee. So, all right. Hasta lasagna, don't get any on you.